Good happy Saturday. This is gonna be the realest video. I'm sorry. Honesty is the best policy. I want to come on and talk about honesty. When you're honest with a person, that'll take you a long way. That'll stop a lot of drama and problems along the way. So let's talk about a relationship. If you know that you're not really looking to be in a relationship with someone, don't tell them like, "Oh, I want to be with you and I want to be in a relationship." When you know that I still want to be out here. I want to enjoy being single. That's your choice. But if you tell somebody, how do you know that they don't want the same thing? And then you telling them that you want to be in a relationship, so they like, dang, now I'm in a relationship. I ain't want to be in one either. But now he said it, or now she said it, now we together. Well, you might find somebody who say, man, I'm just not out here just trying to have sex with anybody. I really want to be I really want a commitment. So you might lose somebody or you may gain somebody. But don't tell a person like, oh, I want to be with you, and all along you know that you don't want to be with them, and then you be like, oh, I know I said it, but I didn't really mean it like that. If it's a new person, they might not have feelings for you like that. And they're like, oh, okay, he did me wrong. But if it's somebody that you was already in a relationship with and y'all had a commitment and y'all had an attachment already, and you saying, let's try to mend this and let's try to fix this, and you know all along that you didn't want that, they feelings already there, they emotions already there, and it's like you playing with them. You don't do people like that. You don't. That cause problems later on. Like, man, this person turn around like, man, they hate is a strong word, but some people end up hating you. It's a show, like I said on my last video, called Snap. People actually snap off, and they end up doing some things because they mad. Like, why did you play with my emotions like that? Why would you tell me that you want to be with me and you want to be in a relationship, and that's not what you meant? And then you playing games like, I was going back and forth. I didn't know if that's what I really want. You should have just been quiet. You shouldn't even said nothing. Why do that? Because you knew what that person wanted, so you knew all along. So you was playing games. You don't do people like that. You don't play games with people's hearts, and you don't play games with people's emotions. There's so many people out here that just playing games. This week they with that person. That's fine. You could do that when you single. Well, that I tell a lot of people, I'm like, I just don't understand why people don't want to be single. When you single, you could do whatever you want to do. But when you involve somebody else in your mess, that's when the problems occur. That's when the problems occur. Then people get mad like, oh, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that, because you don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. No, people don't want to hear when they hurt you, when they did you wrong. They just think like, man, you still talking about it? You still mad about it? Yeah. Yeah, the person said, because it didn't happen to you. Now, had that happened to you, had somebody play with your heart and your emotions like that, then you will be feeling the same type of way. Now, if it's somebody that you don't have no attachment to, you don't have no kids, y'all don't ever have to see each other, you could just walk away from the individual and be like, man, I can't, you're mad, but you don't have to physically continue to see this person. But when you had to constantly see somebody who did you wrong, the memories just go in your mind like, hey, they was just dirty. I mean, like, why bring me into your mess? And that's a lot of people don't like correction, and that's what's wrong. When you do wrong, it's gonna come back. Your correction's gonna come back. They're gonna tell you, look, you hurt me, and you started going back and forth trying to make up reasons why you did it. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody want to hear your excuses on why you did it. Let that person heal. And to save all conflict in the future, if you're not ready to be in a relationship with somebody, just be honest. Honesty saves lives. There's a lot of people who ain't here today because they play games with somebody's heart and emotions. Some people, for real, they will snap. If you get the right person and you play with their heart and emotion like that, you don't do people like that. You don't. Sometimes when you honest, that'll save a lot of problems. So that's why I want to come on here today and say, stop playing with people. If you know seriously that you ain't ready to be in a relationship, let's talk. Look, don't even say nothing. Don't even tell them like, we in a relationship. Don't say nothing. It's so many people who are so afraid of, like I said again, to be alone. They just in a relationship just to be one. It's so many people I talk now. Have you ever even had your own apartment? People like, yeah, for like a month. No, I'm talking about like a year or more. Have you ever really had your own apartment and you just in an apartment by yourself at least 12 months, a year, to enjoy being single? Have that ever really happened for you? If not, I'm like, I tell a lot of young girls that as well. A lot of young girls leave from their mama house, and because that was me, from my mama house, and moved in with a guy, And and then you never had no alone time to yourself. You moved from your parents' house into with somebody. You never really had your own place. And so I had my oldest child when she was 2. I moved out 2.5 going on 3. I moved out and had my own place. And in that time, that's when I was able to enjoy being single. It was no commitment to nobody, but I wasn't even really talking. I wasn't talking to nobody at the time. I'm just saying, I'm just using me as an example. If when you move out your parents' house, you get your own place, and you ain't with telling somebody like we in a relationship, you got your own keys. Nobody ain't got no keys to your place. You can have whoever you want over today. You can have whoever you want over tomorrow. Don't give them no keys. Don't tell them that you want a relationship. Don't be calling them, talking to them all on the phone like y'all booed up. Enjoy being single. And sometimes you need that before you know it. Then you get into a relationship and a serious commitment, and you later on like, man, I ain't really enjoy being single at all. I went from here to now I'm in a relationship. Now I'm tied down, and you gonna regret it. I tell people that you have to enjoy being single for real. If you ain't had no single time, then you ain't gonna. People just jump into relationships just like that. I'm in a relationship now, and you ain't even been single. Especially for guys, and they go through what they call midlife crisis and all of that stuff like that. Enjoy your single time. And that's what I want to say as well. Enjoy being single. For real. Enjoy it. And that time you get to know yourself. And being single ain't so bad. Then after a while, like me, I'm ready now to get out there and start dating. I'm ready to do that now. Because I enjoy my single time. I can honestly say I had some single times to myself. I didn't want to connect my relationships like that. I didn't want to be telling them this and telling them that because I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But there's a lot of women, a lot of men whose hearts are broken from lies that somebody told them. Guys telling them, oh, I want to be with you, knowing they still in a relationship with somebody else, or they messing around with somebody else. You don't hear from them. They don't call. Well, you call them 4, 5, 6, 7 times before they call you back because they laid up with somebody else, and they telling you, oh, I love you, I want to be with you, and they in the bed with somebody else. Don't play with people's emotions like that. Honesty, once again, is the best policy.